What's up, Steelers Nation? I'm back in the office here. Just making another quick video. Although the last one was about 14 minutes, alright, whatever. But just going back over to free agents that the Steelers have already lost. This is obviously a big issue to us because we're not going to be signing a lot of guys, unfortunately. You know, if you look at our cap, we have just under $4 million left in cap with almost 10. I think it's $9 to $10 million of dead cap too, which sucks a lot. But obviously the biggest name on the board got signed right away. I wouldn't say right away yesterday, but Bud Dupree, we knew he was gone, but for $16.5 million, he signs with the Titans. That's obviously something that we weren't going to give him, and it's good for him. He's definitely earned it. He's become one of those big defensive end players that have earned those contracts. So good for him. The other one that hurts the most, though, has got to be Mike Hilton, and he signs with the Bengals on a 4-year contract. Like, I don't know if that's like a slap in the face, like Mike saying, like, here you go, man. Like, you guys didn't want me. I'm going to the pretty much the crosstown rival, almost in a sense. Like, it's hard to see that, and I don't want to see him there, man. I would have liked him see him go somewhere else. I mean, that's tough to see Mike Hilton there. But obviously, man, he deserved to get paid, and that's what he did. So, he wasn't going to get it from us. So you got to go get it somewhere else. So business is business. You can't hate him because of that. Let's just keep going down the list. Matt Filer, he signed with the Chargers, which is going to be a pretty good spot for him to play. I mean, obviously he's going to be a starter there. He should be anyway. And they already signed Lindsley already. I can't even think of his name. But so that offensive line's getting revamped out there for Justin Herbert. So, smart move on them to just keep rebuilding. And Filer was great at playing that left guard position too. So, he's one of the higher ones last season. But of course, we lost him as well. And the last one that also signed today, which I was kind of shocked when I saw the contract. I was like, maybe we could have gotten him. Was Alualu, which I spoke about yesterday, saying that he's probably going to leave as well too. But he signs on a 2-year, $6 million contract, so $3 million per year. And it was just a big time run stopper that was, great for the defense. But again, we kind of knew that we were going to lose him and stuff like that. But it's tough. I did say yesterday I do hope that we sign Cam Sutton, which we did, to a 2-year, $9 million contract, so $4.5 million per year. I think that's a good signing. Maybe we paid a little bit too much for him, as we do with a lot of players, is paying up too much, and you could see how much it's hurting us this season. But it is what it is, and we got to drive through it. This season is it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. Browns are only getting better. Ravens, we already know where they're at. They only get better. And obviously the Bengals, they're getting better as well. I mean, if Burrow didn't get hurt last season, they wouldn't have been a playoff team, but they would have, ruined a lot of teams' seasons. I mean, we lost to them. We didn't lose to Burrow, but we lost to the Bengals when we shouldn't have. So our division's getting tough. Our division's getting real tough out there. So it's it's going to be a tough season to watch, I think, anyway. But, obviously we're still the Steelers. We're still going to compete. We still have a solid defense, And one thing that we are good at doing is drafting. So I'm not too worried about it. But, we'll see what happens with the rest of free agency. Again, we still got guys like Juju, Connor, that are still not on a team yet. So, obviously, once that news breaks, maybe I'll make another video about it, and we'll just kind of keep updating day after day and just see what happens here. But, the Steelers, I just don't see them going out and getting anybody, as sad as it is. But to me, like, we just got to revamp that offensive line, go get a running back, and it's going to be tough to do that. There's no way it's happening, unfortunately, which sucks a lot because, it's going to be our biggest downfall. It's just like, we need these guys that are taking huge cap hits. Like Ben already restructured that contract, which lowered the cap hit a lot. But we have other players on a team that got cap hits of like 15, 10 million, 14 million. Like Steve Nelson was $14.5 million cap hit. Joe Hayden was $15.5 million. Like, bro, you guys got to cut your shit. And I know it's hard because it's not my money. I'm over here making YouTube videos, and I'm not making shit off of this either. But it's like, you know, if you want to succeed, sometimes, what's more important to you? Is it winning that championship, or is it an extra $1 million at the end of the year? So it's going to be tough, but we need these veteran guys to start taking some cuts if they really want to win something here, because I'm starting to get worried. And the thing is, like I said, it's Ben's last year. There's no doubt in my mind this is Ben's last year. Put something around him. Don't just be like, all right, well, we're just going to lose Juju. We're just going to lose Connor. We're not signing any offensive linemen for you except for B.J. Finney, who's been on 6 different teams since he's joined the league 3 years ago, and Hauer, who was a subpar offensive lineman last year. So, again, maybe we should go out and re-sign Zach Banner. Obviously he's looking for a job. I want him to stay. He's a big dude, So we'll see what happens. It's going to be scary, but, I still got faith. I still got faith, and you have to as a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And believe me, they hurt our heartstrings a lot, man. But it is what it is. I know it's a business out there, but we got to do something. We need something now. Here we go, Steelers.